All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of buzz lately about Aaron Rodgers' possibility of playing in 2025. He actually met with the media, addressed it, saying, I think so, yeah. So, not super convincing. Of course, what is Rodgers going to say in that instance, right? When asked that question, no, I'm not coming back, or yeah, I'm guaranteed to come back. I mean, it was always in question at the end of Green Bay. I mean, even in the McAfee show where he said that he wanted to come play for the Jets, he said that retirement was on the table. So, being 2 years removed from that interview, of course, we had the Achilles season and then, this season. I'm not going to guarantee anything. Could Aaron Rodgers come back next season? Yeah, I could see that. Could Rodgers decide to retire right at the end of the season? Yeah, I could definitely see that happening too. I think the worst place to be in is where Green Bay was in at the end, right? At least they had like somewhat of an option with Jordan Love. But with Rodgers now with the Jets, it's like, okay, there's a lot of money on the table. And I don't want him in a position where he's like, I don't know. It's fair of Rodgers to not know or want time to decide. But at the same time, the Jets have got to figure out answers or backup plans in case he does want to retire. We have to go through the GM search. We have to go through the head coaching search. We can't be interviewing head coaches. Just imagine this. Mike Vrabel comes in. Ben Johnson comes in. Take your pick. Brian Flores, my guy. Cliff Kingsbury. And Liam Cohen. All of these guys, when they come in, they interview for the New York Jets. If they do, they're going to ask the question, so what's going on with Rodgers? What's going on with the quarterback position? What's going on with the money tied to the position? And if the Jets say, I don't know, we don't know what Rodgers is going to do, think about that response to what Kingsbury or Flores or any of these guys would hear if they go and interview for, let's just throw it out there, Chicago. Hey, what's the plan for the quarterback? Oh yeah, Caleb is here. Number one overall pick, lots of tools. He's flashed. Right. At times we have a plethora of weapons. That's a lot more attractive than a team saying, I don't know about their quarterback position. So as we stand right now, we had a new report surface this morning suggesting that the New York Jets plan is for Aaron Rodgers to return in 2025. Now, I think this is the right frame of mind from the team, again, assuming that this is true here, because what else are you going to do? Just say, I don't know and not do anything. I think the best plan, right, if I was Woody Johnson, Chris Johnson, whoever's going to be running the team, I think I would be prepping for Rodgers to return while at the same time having that backup plan in the works, right behind the scenes. I'm talking scouting quarterbacks in the first and second round, looking at the free agency market, right, to potentially bring someone in to compete with Jordan Travis and Tyrod Taylor next season. Just trying to get a framework of an idea. And also being prepared for when that question comes in GM and head coaching interviews on the quarterback position. It's like, hey, Aaron is still up in the air. He might want to retire. He might want to come back. But either way, we're going to be fine because this is our plan. This is what we have in place. We have played out every single scenario, and we will be fine. That to me sounds a lot better than just the simple, we have no idea. He might call it quits. He might come back. It's just up in the air. Now, here's another point that I've seen a couple people talk about. Aaron Rodgers cannot point and demand the Jets to go down specific paths when it comes to the general manager and the next head coach. I'll take suggestions. I'll listen to what Aaron has to say. I'll keep him in the loop with who I'm wanting to hire, who we're going to be bringing in, what our plan is up top. But as far as this whole, again, point and demand, I want this guy, I want that guy, that's not working. That is not working in the slightest. Hackett. I mean, I don't even want to go down the list because, it's Friday and we get the weekend coming up here. I'm not trying to put myself in a negative mindset, but this former Packer thing, it's just not working, right? Where it's, I mean, literally, I can't even think of one of these like vet signings that have worked out. Adrian Amos, Billy Turner, Tim Boyle, Dalvin Cook, Alan Lazard is having a solid year, currently hurt, but I don't necessarily think he's going to be back for the team next year. I guess maybe Devontae Adams, but Devontae Adams is, he's just a great receiver. But we know about the Hackett thing. like, I want a fresh, clean slate. I don't want to see Aaron telling the Jets who to hire. Again, I'd be open to suggestions. Hey, Aaron, what are your thoughts on this guy? What are your thoughts on that guy? How have you fared against him in the past? Have you been impressed with his defensive game plans before? What about this guy's ability to scheme on the offensive side of the football? Have you been around him? Have these guys commanded a room? Are they leaders of men? I'll ask all those questions. But as far as, Rodgers coming to the coming to the meeting table and saying, hey, here's my lists, right? We all remember that whole thing, right? Aaron Rodgers list, the list of players that the Jets are targeting. I don't want that same situation, right? Rodgers comes up, he has his list of 2-3 candidates. Hey, these are the guys that you're going to be interviewing. It would be different if Rodgers was 27 or 28 or 32 or 33. But it's just not the case. 41 years old. I don't want someone who's not going to be here for the long term to be making a decision for the long term, if that makes sense. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on this. Enjoy your Friday. I got the Colts preview dropping later on today. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much, and as always, go Jets.